chance to sign in. I was in Annapolis with the governor.
Please identify yourself.
My name is Carol Lovelace. I live in Ellicott City. I testified yesterday, and I'm testifying against Senate Bill 281. A couple of things. I was really upset. I was there all day yesterday, and it became so apparent that so many of the people that were responsible for crafting the bill and are voting on it are completely unfamiliar with firearms, and that's irresponsible, I think. I'd also like to say that I'm a graduate of Virginia Tech, and I had two daughters there that day when the shooting occurred, one of the worst days of my life. When I got a call from my youngest daughter that morning, she was going to class in the building next to where 30 of the murders occurred. I could hear gunfire, I could hear screaming, I could hear police officers shouting. And as the day went on, after I found out that my other daughter was okay, we watched the numbers toll on the TV. And at no time did I ever think if we just had more gun control. The proponents of this bill always say, if we could just save one life. Well, I say that if just one person at Virginia Tech that day had been armed, many lives would have been saved. Virginia Tech is a school that has an ROTC program. There was one young man killed that would have been shipped off as a second lieutenant to the Middle East a few months after he graduated, carrying a real machine gun, not an AR-15, which is not a machine gun, as it's falsely portrayed to be. But that man was not allowed to carry a weapon at Virginia Tech because it's a gun-free zone. So I submit that not only would lives have been saved, but it probably would never have even happened in the first place, because the one common factor in all these mass shootings is that the gunman knew no one could shoot back. So I strongly encourage you. I saw faces yesterday in the Senate hearing of some senators that really want to figure this thing out, and they just couldn't get their arms wrapped around, what do we do, what do we do? And I suggest that we get away from this crazy notion that people with guns is such a scary thing, and that we at least don't announce that no one has a firearm. Thank you.
Thank you.